Hello, my name is June Edwards, and I am the creative writing instructor. And I just wanted to have a chance to meet you personally and tell you a little bit more about myself. I have been writing since I was a little girl, but I have done many, many different kinds of writing on a professional basis. I've written for radio scripts. I've written for TV, although none of those have been accepted, but I did write for them and learn how to do it correctly. I have been on the staff of a national women's magazine. I have written newspaper articles and been a columnist and also a news reporter. And in radio, I was a public affairs director. And then I taught journalism at the middle school level as an elective for many, many years and ran the school newspaper that we put out. And so I've got quite a practical background, and I'd like to share this experience with you in our creative writing class. Now, in our class, we have people of all different abilities. Some of them haven't written since high school, and now they're in their 60s or 70s or 50s. And some of them have maybe put together a newsletter for a church group or a charity organization or a hospital. Some of them have been hired and trained as technical writers for corporations. I've had people who've had published poems in different anthologies of poetry. I've had people who have written for national magazines and want to keep writing. People who have submitted memoir stories to the Reflections magazine, all different levels and abilities. And we are a community and we are supportive of one another and encouraging one another. We've got somebody that just put a book up on Amazon Books, self-published it, and we're trying to encourage that as he ventures out into the published world. So you just never know. But I also want to talk to you about some of the topics that we cover. When we first start, we do an assessment and I find out what kind of writing background or experience you have and what your goals are and what you'd like to learn, what you'd like to study. And then I base the course on a lot of your interests. There's so many directions we can go. We do have some writing basics. We talk about the standard format, how to submit your stories for online publishing through our class. And sometimes we have published anthologies, which we've sold. Also, we learn not only how to publish things, but we learn how to do the grammar and the common grammar mistakes that people make and how to edit your work and then edit it for punctuation, edit it for the flow of the material. We also talked about things like genres, writing for mysteries, writing for children, writing your memoirs to leave your legacy and pass it on to family and friends. We've done satire, we've done poetry, and we also take time to study specific authors. We read their life story, how they became successful. What is it that's so unique and special about each of the writers? There's so many, many different ways that we can go with our writing class, and how to write dialogue, how to write the format for a reader's theater that you want to submit to a community theater group or to maybe to your kids' school class, and they could put the play on in school. There's so many, many different ways that we can go with writing. We support one another, we're enthusiastic, and above all, we are creative in our writing. So welcome once again to our class. I'm excited that you can join us.